Hi. Hello. Ooh. I don't know how this is gonna go. Hi guys. I'm here. What's up? I'm here to talk about sports. I'm here to talk about sports. I want to talk about sports. Y'all ever seen a Motown Noah video? Y'all watch Motown Noah? I'm talking like Motown. I'm doing that, but with like primarily football, I think, rather than basketball. I'm not as much of a basketball guy. Uh, I watch NBA a lot as well. That's why watch Motown Noah. But I'm talking about football mostly, and then also some wrestling, some professional wrestling. Some WWE, some AEW. Whew, I am nervous. It is Wednesday, September 14th at the time of recording, so football happened last week and is gonna happen again tomorrow. And football was sad. Look at my shirt. Look at my shirt. I don't know if you can read that, but it says GB for Green Bay. I'm a Packer fan here. I'm mildly biased. I mean, pretty biased. I'd argue. Maybe, I don't know. I'll let y'all figure that out because I could never figure that out for myself because I feel like I'm not biased, but I was like, you never know. Really, I feel like context for me talking about football. I am a Packer fan. I've been a Packer fan for 11 years, and I was born and raised and currently live in Indianapolis, Indiana. So I am a Packer fan first, a Colts fan second, and then someone else third, whoever's fun. Right now, I didn't think about this. Buffalo? Maybe Cincinnati? I would have been a Browns fan, but that got ruined. Is it Buffalo? Might be Buffalo. I like Philadelphia too. I think Philadelphia's gonna be really good this year. Now, I've been a Philly fan for a while because when I was younger, one of my favorite players was Deshaun Jackson. First of all, because we shared a name, Jackson, not Deshaun, and also I liked Michael Vick. I didn't know about any of the stuff that he did, but I liked Michael Vick and then Deshaun Jackson. So I was like, those Eagles are fun. Maybe it's the Eagles. Might be the Eagles. They've also never wronged me as a fan of like other like the Packers. Philly or Buffalo. Shit's just going crazy in wrestling right now. It's just nuts. Not even in like a wrestling perspective, like in like a what the fuck is going on. It's ridiculous. Like as a Packer, I'm speaking to other Packer fans. Imagine that the week where Rodgers, it was like, hey, he's not vaccinated, and then he went on McAfee's show and then lost his goddamn mind. Like, imagine that, but like to a more like imagine that, but instead of like yelling at the public, he was yelling at like Devonte Adams, right? Imagine that, and that's what's happening in AEW right now. He's just not as it should be. It's weird. Maybe later. Colts got beaten up by the Texans, which should never happen. No one should get beat up by the Texans. It, in fact, made me very sad, and I had a bad day watching football because of it. And the Panthers lost to the Browns, which sucked. I was rooting for Baker. I like Baker. Baker's fun. Maybe the Saints. No, not the Saints, but maybe the Saints. As the team that I'm like my third team. Like they'd be like my fifth team, I think. Because I like Jameis. I like Jameis like the team they got surrounded there. They got the receiving core because they got Michael Thomas who's back. I guess I kind of forgot he existed. If I'm being real with you, I kind of forgot he existed. Other than like where is he ranked at? Which, as like a teenager, I do constantly. Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, who's still good, and people need to remember that. Chris Olave, who could be really good. I think they have Chris Olave, right? Yeah, it's Olave. The Steelers have Pickens, but they have Pickens and Pickett. That's weird, right? Is that not funny? I think that's funny. And they got a good defense too. Alvin Kamara is always fun. Who's your tight end? Who's the tight end? Is it Jared Cook? Did Jared Cook see the tight end up there? I'll look it up. Who the fuck is Juwan Johnson? That's my bad. I'm a bad fan. Apologies. Who's Juwan Johnson? I think I've heard that name before. Whatever. Fun team. Defensive is they're so pretty cool. Because they still got, what's his name? Who's their guy? What's his name? Oh, God. Marshawn Lattimore. They got Lattimore back there. I think they have Quan Alexander. They might have had Quan Alexander the past, like, year. I think he went somewhere else. I don't know. They got a fun defense, too. Their defense is, like, their strongest part, and they also have Jameis Winston, whose eyes work now. Well, they came back against the Falcons. Falcons did some Falcons things against the Saints, which they tend to do. Y'all seen the Falcons doc that John Boyce put out? Ooh, I love John Boyce. He's my guy. Falcons got messed up. I got Kyle Pitts on my fantasy team. I like Atlanta this year. Honestly, I kind of like everybody's like worst team in the league, and I'm like, nah, it ain't that bad. Not good. It ain't that bad. Mariota, I expect to have a fine season. Pitts is gonna do fine. Pitts should have a good season. And then you got like Drake London over there, and then who's their other receiver? Nope. That's bullshit. Calvin Ridley got fucked. Everyone knows that. Moving on. You know what's every other team in the AFC, nope, NFC South? NFC South, yeah. Last team, the Bucks. I hate them for now. Just for now. They'll be back when he leaves. When he leaves, they'll be back. What happened to Doug Martin? I'm not looking that one up. I'm interested. What happened to Doug Martin? He was good. He was like a Pro Bowler. Then he just stopped playing football. And like I think I looked it up a while ago and I couldn't pinpoint why. You know, Buffalo. I talked about them for a bit, and then I was just like, I like them because they rolled the Rams. They beat the shit out of the Rams. That was crazy. I did not anticipate that entirely. I thought Buffalo would win. I thought Buffalo might even win handily. But I didn't expect the Rams to do absolutely nothing outside of that one touchdown drive at the end of the half. Cooper Kupp still got it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't believe in Cooper Kupp. Not gonna lie. Going into this year, I was like, Cooper Kupp ain't got it. He will drop down to being like a solid Pro Bowler, which is good. That's obviously a good player. But he put up the best stats in the league last year. I thought he would drop to like top 6. I thought that we'd all be like, remember that one year the Cooper Kupp went crazy? And that's in 10 years, I'd be talking to a buddy who I've been friends with for a few years, talking about football, and we go, man, remember that Cooper Kupp year? And we'd go, bro, Cooper Kupp year, and that's what we would do. But maybe not. Maybe he's just like that now that he's got a competent quarterback who everyone, at least in the NFC North, we all knew. We knew he was good. Or at least we should have. I knew he was good. I knew Matthew Stafford was like that. I was one of the guys like he might win MVP. He might win MVP, which in other years he has a case. And in years where he doesn't throw it to Cooper Kupp so much, and like when looking at that team, you don't go, man, Cooper Kupp was going crazy, you know? Like otherwise you think that Matthew Stafford was going crazy, but because of what Cooper Kupp was doing, you forget what Matthew Stafford's doing. And yeah, and also Rodgers had a great year. Also, Derrick Henry wins MVP if he's not hurt. If he doesn't fuck up his foot, he wins MVP. He led the league in rushing for like 6 more weeks after he left. That's insane. How do you just... Nah. That's not real. The bug. Not a real thing that you do. You just lead the league in rushing yards and touchdowns for like another month and a half after you leave. Like, imagine that happened in the NBA where, like, a guy led the league in, like, points and then broke his foot and then stopped playing for 2 months and then still led the league in points for a while. That's like some – was it February James Harden from 2018? No, that was 2019. Maybe it was February 2019. That James Harden. It's like that James Harden. That's crazy. He was fucking nuts. That dude was crazy. Big dread. I'm sad now. He has more dreads now. I'm sad about it. The team they lost to the Giants. Lost to the Giants? I remember I was at work talking to a guy, and he was like, hey, watch out for the Giants. They might win 8 games this year. And I was like, look at me honestly, Mike. Come on. Come on, bro. No, they're not. And then I came in on fucking Monday and was like, uh-oh, maybe I was wrong. Yeah, Packers, we got our shit kicked in because we didn't have our best players, and also a lot of things went wrong. Christian Watson, dude, what the hell? I'm not one of those guys who like snap gives up on people, not even a little. So I'm like, to be clear, this is not me saying anything about him being a bad player at all. But what the fuck, man? Come on, bro. That game is entirely different if he catches that. It's 100% different if he just like holds his hands a little bit closer and then he's good. And then also Romeo Dubs and like ran the wrong route, and then Zadarius Smith made me so sad because I was like, I mean, I liked the move. I didn't think the move was a bad move, but damn it, dude. Why are you making... Why does everybody go to the Vikings? Favre did it. Jennings did it. What the... Stop. And A.J. Dillon at the 1 yard line. That's why I started thinking about Z. Because A.J. Dillon just didn't get in. How is that not working? A.J. fucking Dillon. He might be stronger than Derrick Henry. Probably not. But maybe. But then also, like, as like Packer fans, if we're people who watch this video, keep in mind, Lazard wasn't in. Our 2 All-Pro linemen were both not playing because the rush was getting to Rodgers a lot. That's kind of what tends to mess him up. Is that I feel like it's been a thing that's actually been going around lately because Barry McCockiner is talking about it a lot. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. But like Rodgers going down 2 scores and never being able to come back. Obviously I don't disagree. That's a fair assessment. But the problem is that what tends to happen is that he then falls behind. Like the games where he falls behind like that are games where he is getting pressured, where like people are all up on him the whole fucking time, and he can't like breathe for 2 seconds without a defensive end tickling him on the fucking balls and then killing him. You know, like he doesn't get that opportunity. Now again, he does. Like that Niners game was bad. In that Seahawks game, and it wasn't same. The Seahawks and Niners game, the playoff game was actually pretty similar. In both of those games, Rodgers did not play well. He had a bad game, especially by his standards. He had a bad game of football, but also, like, it required monumental collapses from the other sides of the ball because we got a punt blocked. We missed a field goal. We got a field goal blocked, I think. On the last play of the game, we had 10 people in. And then in the Seattle game, dude, I remember watching that game. I had a hairbrush in my hand. I was like 12. Hairbrush in my hand. And then when Kurz caught that catch, I fucking boom. Fucking nailed that shit in the ground. The thing snapped in half. Puny ass hairbrush, but I snapped that shit in half because I was pissed. But Brandon Bostic did that, blew that shit. We fucking they went for 3 straight touchdown drives, which is ridiculous. And also, Rodgers tied the game. People forget that Seattle scored that second touchdown, went up 3. Rodgers then led a game-tying drive in the NFC Championship. Led a game-tying drive to put the game into overtime. He does not get credit for that. No one even a little bit talks about the fact that Aaron Rodgers led a game-tying drive in the NFC Championship. No one talks about it. No one, not a single person talks about it. But no, just the ones he choked though. That's what we talk about. Just the ones that he didn't like. He choked. I mean, to be clear, he choked. The one where the 49ers put up fucking 37 points like the damn near the first fucking half, and then he leads his comeback like fucking Brady did, and then all of a sudden the Niners had the ball for like 5 goddamn minutes, and then all this like in game time, and then all of a sudden they score a fucking touchdown. Like you can't beat that then. Well, I'm not doing it. You know what? I'm actually good. I'm good. We're done. Thank you. Yeah. Bye.